Sir. Tonight I'm going to tell a tale. It's a tall tale about a short woman. Her name is Candace. Candace is not a remarkable human being. Candace is unremarkable. She's not educated. She's plain-spoken. Candace is a simpleton. She has no aspirations. I, on the other hand, am opposite to Candace. Candace and I have been, well, we've been associating for about 20 years. I'm not exactly happy about my relationship with Candace, because how I relate to Candace actually says a lot about me as a human being. And I know this. I'm savvy enough to discern the various inadequacies of my personality. But it doesn't really matter, because Candace is paid to be subservient to me. That's pathetic. But that's how we do it. She doesn't really know it's part of her job description to be subservient to me, but she just does it naturally, because she's a deferential human being. She aims to please, and she fears for her job security. So whenever I walk into the grocery store and I look for my chili, as I have done for the last 20 years, Candace sees me and scrambles up to me, again in a sycophantic, obsequious, deferential manner, and asks me, "Oh, hello, Mark. Hi, it's great to see you. Do you want your chili today?" Of course I want my chili. She knows I want my chili. But she does this as if ritualistically. Maybe Candace grew up in an abusive household. Maybe her father came home from work drunk, unfastened his belt, took out a hammer, maybe a wrench, and Candace fled upstairs into the basement, out through the back door. And here she is 20 years later. She sees a powerful figure like myself walk into the grocery store, and all she can do is cower before me and ask me if I want my chili. She knows I want my chili. Every week for 20 years I've come in here to get my chili. And every week I insist that the chili on aisle 7 is not real chili. It's beans with some spices. And the real chili is in aisle 10. So I go up to Candace and I said, "Candace, have we fixed the chili situation here?" "No, sir. We've not fixed. No. I've talked to Tim, and Tim says it's a problem with the company. If that's their brand of chili. So if you want, I can take you to aisle 10 and you can get to know you like that chili. It's the real chili. It's the wolf chili. It's the one with the meat. You like that chili, Mr. Benet." She's right. I feel really powerful when I talk to Candace. We have been doing this scenario every week for 20 years. It's a script now. I go to aisle 7. She's waiting for me at approximately 4 p.m. every Friday. 4:15. She knows I'm going to come down to aisle 7. I'm going to look down at a 45-degree angle at the chili that is not chili. And she's going to be there and I'm going to ask her. I'm going to tell her. I'm going to command her, please get down on your knees and check to see if the real chili is there or it's the faux chili, the ersatz chili, the inauthentic chili, the false chili, the illusory chili, the impermanent chili, the chili that I don't like. Mr. Benet, this is not the chili that you like. The chili that you like is on aisle 7. It's the real chili. It's the one with the carne and the real spices. It's got the beans. It's the chili that you like. It's the wolf chili. You want to go? I can show you. We walk to aisle 7. Again, for some inscrutable reason, the chili is on the bottom shelf, and I am not deigning to bend down, get on my knees, and get that chili. So Candace gets it for me, and Candace knows her place because Candace is ill-educated compared to me because I have a degree. I have multiple degrees. So Candace is getting my chili for me because that's what less educated people do in this economy, in this society. They serve the more educated individuals. And Candace, because she was abused by her father, is all too happy to serve a dominant, alpha, educated male. Who needs people to serve him? I don't even eat the chili. I don't like chili. I just happened to notice 20 years ago that there were 2 kinds of chili in this grocery store. And I happened to notice that there was this woman who wanted to be deferential, who wanted to treat me as if I were some holy figure in her life. And I, having been so emasculated by my academic training, am incapable of authentic intimacy with other human beings, so I would naturally want to be venerated by this cowering individual. Is there anything else, Mr. Benet? Do you want some tortillas? Some chips? Some beer? What can I get for you? Can I lick your boots? I'd like to lick your boots. Sometimes I have these dreams where your boot is on my neck and you're just squeezing down on me, and my mouth is open because your boot is applying so much pressure on my neck, and then in the dream you pour the chili into my mouth. You don't even cook it. You pour the chili into my mouth. That's fucked up, Mr. Benet. She doesn't understand the natural order of things. Of course I'm showing up in her dreams. I'm educated. I know how to. Studied psychoanalysis. I've never taken psychoanalysis because I don't need to. I'm healthy. Because I'm educated. And I can run circles around people who would suggest that I'm not healthy. I can deconstruct. Their deconstruction. And besides, you understand what's happening. There's a symbiosis, albeit a subtle parasitism between me and Candace. The manager comes in, it's like looking at me with those evil eyes. Mr. Benet, it's nice to see you again. It's nice to see you exploiting our workers for your power needs. He doesn't say that, but you can tell that's in his eyes. And Tim, George or Tom or Fred or Steve or Joe, these managers are like revolving doors at this grocery store. I look at him in the eye. Now, the totem pole is still very effective, even when I'm dealing with an authority figure in the grocery store, because I'm more educated, and we know how the hierarchy in society works, that those who are more intelligent, quote-unquote, occupy higher rungs on the ladder. And I'm a paying customer, and we know that paying customers are always correct. So I can meaningfully, but subtly, almost unintelligibly, but forcefully, condescend to Tim, Joe, Steve, Fred, George, whoever it happens to be. There's 5 managers on the floor, and they're all looking out for Candace. He has been mistreating me for 20 years. Yeah, but you like it. He makes me get the chili for him. It's the same thing every week. Well, why don't you stop? You meet him every time he comes in. Every time you greet him. Why don't you just stop greeting? He needs me. Men like him, they're hurt, they're wounded. Creepy men are suffering. And the creepy educated men, they're the ones that are suffering the most. So he's just a sad, broken man. Yeah, well, he may be a sad, broken man, but he's an abusive man. Well, abusive men, they need love. Okay, Candace. I'm not going to stop you. You need to cater to some abusive, intellectual guy. That's your business. So, Candace, how are you? How have you been? It's been a week. I'm okay. Yeah? How's your husband? We're not really talking. Oh, okay. All right. Well, is your husband, is he also an abusive prick like your father? Like you? I'm sorry. Did you just call me an abusive prick? Huh. Why would you say that? Because I'm on my knees. You're up there. You talk to me like I'm an insignificant little ant. Candace, you work in a grocery store and you stock the shelves. You do know what that means. You just... Do I have to spell out to you what that means? And you do know that I am an academic, or at least academically trained, that I'm retired. There is a discrepancy in our class status, right? I have more social capital. You don't even know what social capital means. You don't. So that's how I talked to Candace. She called me a prick. Do you think I'm a prick? I deserve to talk to her that way. She deserves to be talked to that way. If she were a special person, she would not be stocking cans in a grocery store. And if I were not a special person, I wouldn't have my degrees. Invariably, I am more special than the person who's on their knees getting me the incorrect chili. She wants to do that. She wants to come up to me and worship me because she somehow is devoted to abusive male figures. And me, I clearly need someone to be that way to me. Because I clearly have a sadistic component, but there is nothing wrong with being a sadist, of course. Because I am an intelligent human being who can be a sadist and, of course, justify it and rationalize it. with whatever theory I happen to be studying on any given day. Whereas this woman, she cannot avail herself of all these sophisticated analytical techniques. She's just a shelf stalker. I visit 5 grocery stores throughout town on 5 different days of the week. And I have found ladies like this in every single store. And you may think that I'm being sexist by saying that these ladies exist in every single store, but I'm not being sexist. I'm just telling you what's happening. And why is that sexist when I am clearly the asshole? Am I not being sexist against myself by telling you how I really am with these people? I am immune from criticism. Doesn't that make me an asshole? I am immune. You cannot touch me. I am impervious to criticism. Whereas this woman, and that woman, and this, they'll take feedback all day because they want to improve themselves. What is there to improve when you are stocking shelves at a grocery store? You want to become a better person? You can't. You're already at the bottom. There's no getting up there to a higher position or station in life because you're becoming a better human being. No. Just become more intelligent. Get more degrees and you'll be higher on the ladder and you won't have to become a better person. You will walk into a grocery store, you will insist that the chili is incorrect. It is not real chili. The real chili is in another aisle where there's meat inside and beans in the proper spices. I always feel like shit. He's such an asshole. He just walks around like he's God. He's such a fucking asshole. He is so abusive. Why do I always attract abusive men? Because we need you. We don't know that. We need you, but we need you. We have no blood. You are practically leaking blood in the grocery aisle. If I didn't know any better, I would think that were tomato sauce. You leak the blood that I need. I need to be worshipped. I need you to greet me like I'm a god because I am obviously fucking hollow. Because I don't believe that I can improve. I only believe that the more intelligent I am, the more immune I am to any sort of miracle. Miracle? If there were one miracle in my life, it's a woman who's come up to me for 20 years and loved me. Because somehow she's tuned in to abusive dicks. Abusive father, abusive husband, and now an abusive customer. She's washing our toes with her hair and her tears. I wish I would get it. I have an inkling. I've read a short story by a famous author, and somehow something opened in me, and I saw this woman for the first time. He doesn't see me. None of them. None of them. Does anybody care? Does anybody care that I stock shelves at a grocery store? How are you going to get your food if someone doesn't stock your shelves? How are you going to get the chili if there isn't somebody to take it from the box and the crate out back and put it on the shelves? How are you going to get your chili if you don't even know what aisle it's on? I would like to apologize. I feel like I should. But I can't apologize to her. We're not in the same class. We don't occupy the same social strata. People who are less educated serve the people who are more educated. Duh. That's why we have this caste system based on the intellect. I found a way to be clever enough to get this little Candace chick to give me the right chili that I don't even eat. And I don't have to be introspective. I don't need to be inquisitive about why I do what I do. I just need to stroll in and act like a dictator without saying a word. It's just the bearing that I bring. The hubris. They don't mean to be difficult. They don't mean to be abusive. They're good men. I want you to tap them in the forehead. Just tap them. Change them. They can't change on their own. They're too smart. I can't change. I can't change them. I'm trying to change them. I'm praying every day to you, for you to change them. I can't change them. They're invulnerable. Mr. Mark, I prayed to God for you today. I have been praying for you. I know you don't believe. I don't know if I believe, but I do know that when I pray, I feel better. And I know that you do not feel good. You wouldn't be talking to me like this if you felt good. You are a creep. You're an asshole. I don't care if that gets me fired, but you need to know that you are not right. You're not right. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but you are not right. I know you don't even eat the chili. You don't even eat it. I'm tired of you looking down at me. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. I'm praying for you